Two superpowers invaded Afghanistan. Both lost. The second one watched the first one fail. It was 1979. The Soviet Union rolled into Afghanistan with 100,000 troops. They'd crushed the resistance in months. 9 years later, they retreated in humiliation. 15,000 soldiers dead. The USSR collapsed 2 years after withdrawal. Afghanistan killed a superpower. America had a front-row seat to this disaster. The CIA armed the Mujahideen. They studied every Soviet mistake. Overextended supply lines, cultural ignorance, inability to tell friend from enemy. Brutal tactics that created more insurgents than they killed. The Pentagon wrote reports. Thousands of pages documenting exactly how not to fight in Afghanistan. But wait, it gets worse. In 2001, America invaded Afghanistan and repeated every single Soviet mistake. Same supply line problems, same cultural blindness, same inability to distinguish civilian from combatant, same brutal tactics creating more Taliban than they eliminated. The playbook for failure was sitting in Pentagon archives. They followed it anyway. And then, the cruel irony nobody wants to admit. America didn't just repeat Soviet mistakes. They did it for twice as long. The Soviets at least had the sense to leave after 9 years. America stayed for 20. Both wars cost over 1 million Afghan civilian lives. Both empires armed warlords who became their enemies. Both left the Taliban stronger than when they arrived. Both declared victory while retreating in chaos. In the end, the greatest failure in modern military history happened twice. Two superpowers, separated by 22 years, lost the same war for the same reasons. The Soviets lost 15,000 soldiers. The price, Afghanistan became the graveyard of empires. Not because Afghans are unbeatable, because superpowers are incapable of learning. The Soviet withdrawal footage from 1989 looks identical to American withdrawal footage from 2021. Same desperate helicopters, same abandoned allies, same Taliban victory. History didn't repeat. It was ignored. This is a story of how arrogance defeats armies, and how watching someone fail is worthless if you're too proud to learn. The Soviets wrote the manual on how to lose Afghanistan. America used it as an instruction guide, and both empires called it unavoidable. If this story shocked you, there's a book called The Great Gamble by Gregory Pfeiffer that documents the Soviet-Afghan war with declassified KGB files and veteran interviews. It reads like a blueprint for America's failure 2 decades later, down to specific tactical mistakes repeated identically. The parallels are haunting. Link in description if you want to see how history warns us before it destroys us. More dark history next time.